All right, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Age Past Upon the Dread Sea. Another episode of Rolls to Astonish. Hope you all didn't miss us too much. Yarr. Today it is me, your eternal GM, Steven. I shall be running game today, and joining me today is our fourth pirate that wasn't here last week, Evan.
Hello.
Why don't you introduce your character?
I am playing Emmerich Meyer, the Thunder Busketeer.
Excellent.
Also joining me today is Quinn, whose name I've already forgotten.
Awen Silverscale. Captain Awen Silverscale.
More meant real name, but that's okay.
Oh, Daniel. Yeah, sorry.
Dan.
Yeah.
Playing Awen Silverscale, the fish captain. And last but not least is Ski.
Hello.
Playing.
Right.
Lore 13.
Right. Lore 13. Our glorious robo elf thing.
Spellcrafter is the archetype term I'm using.
Spellcrafter. Perfect. All right. Anyway, so why doesn't someone who was here last week give us a recap of what happened? Because lots went down in the course of an hour.
I guess I can. So last time we all heard a rumor about some pirate treasure from a contact named Tobias Fairweather. Told us of Captain Vanderdecken's, the captain of the Flying Dutchman's treasure and where it possibly could be. Taking this opportunity, we went with my ship, the sloop, the Buxom Bride, and headed towards the location. With the help of Lore 13 calming the waters, we were able to land ashore and start heading inside to a trap-riddled cave. Once we got around the traps, we found a massive treasure hoard, and several of us immediately started stuffing, our boots and as much as we could carry, while the thief, played by Rebecca, she went for the ring that was on a corpse on the back of the room that had a sweet pirate hat. And as she approached him, it turns out that our contact was some kind of cultist, or no, he's a member of of the crew belonging to the Flying Dutchman, and gave his life force to the captain, thus reviving him and I guess all the other crew members. And we left as quickly as we can as the ship came out of the Skull Island.
With a whole bunch of other ships.
Oh yeah. With I guess the pirate fleet. I forgot about the other ships. Oof.
Lord.
Yeah, so we did that. That was our fault.
We admit nothing.
I already have enough dishonor. What's a little more?
Nothing but dishonor.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, a lot went down.
Well,
So, you guys made your escape to a port. We're gonna say, so you guys made your escape to a what's it called? Empire. I'm trying to remember what the name of I'm trying to remember what the name of the human kingdom is. Oh my god. Okay. Give me a second.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, you guys make it to like Empire Port, I guess we'll call it. I will say simply. Of Hathaway. Trying to find, just to like get away from the horrible death pirates, skeleton pirates, coming to do bad things to you.
They just kind of came out of nowhere. I have no idea what happened.
The Ultran the Ultran Empire. Yeah, so the Ultran. This is an Ultran Empire port.
Okay.
And we'll say it's located about. It's sort of like on the. It's sort of like right over. We'll say it's like right over here. So you guys are about here. I'm gonna make a little P for the party. Oh no! Why is it doing this? Why?
Is your map on the token layer or the map layer?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was not making it in black. There we go. That's you guys.
Oh, where's the P?
Let's find the P.
It's right there.
Tiny.
It's a tiny pea. Because you guys are little peas. Sweet peas.
Oh, is this the P?
Yeah, that's the pea.
Oh, okay, there it is.
You know what? I'm just gonna get a boat. I'm gonna get a boat token. Yeah, no, we're gonna do that. We're gonna give you guys a rowboat. That's your ship for now.
Ain't she a beaut?
Ain't she a beaut, boys? So that's gonna represent the party for now.
Nice.
I'm gonna make it so that you all can control it as well. So yeah, you guys are in the port of Hathaway there, trying to find some safety from the nasty skeleton pirates.
The scallywags.
Skellywags.
Scallywags.
Scallywags. No. No. Oh god. Anyway, so you guys make dock, safely avoiding these, safely having escaped this harrowing thing. What are you guys gonna do? I haven't decided if you've actually met Evan's character yet. Do you guys want to have already have had him in the in the cargo bay, and he just wasn't helping you guys at all in this entire ordeal? Or do we want to just like meet him in the local pub or something and try to recruit him to help you guys with this big problem that you guys got going on here?
We might have to recruit him, I guess, and make more sense. Otherwise, he would have gotten a share of the treasure too, I guess.
You can always give me a share.
It's up to you. Well, what do you guys say?
Either is fine with me.
So whatever you guys want to do.
I could go either way.
I could use a drink.
Okay.
I'll take that as the pub.
Yeah, we'll do the pub thing. Works.
All right, you guys go to the pub. So you guys go into the pub trying to figure out what you guys are gonna do, realizing that you might need more crewmates than just the three of you.
Three of us, yes.
Amara is just sort of tending to the ship for now while you guys sort of get set up. Sort of like getting it checked in and docked and all that, paying the fees and all that. So you guys go to the pub. It's sort of midday, so there's not many people here. There's maybe a few people eating, getting some drink and such, but you guys are just sort of like stumbling in, just like after just a horribly harrowing experience and like sailing all night just to try to get away from Death Skull Island.
I I do need a drink.
Uh,
This is my fault in a way. I brought us to here, to Skull Island, and I mean, I didn't exactly unleash the doom, but we were responsible for it.
yeah. So, sitting down at the bar, there's a guy. You know, you get some rum from the bartender. There's a guy sitting next to you. Evan, you want to describe your character?
He looks. It's kind of a bit like I guess colonial attire. He. Well, first of all, he is obviously far more intoxicated than would be appropriate for the time. Just, it's one of those things where you look at it and you're kind of like in a little bit of awe and a little bit disappointed, even though you don't really know him. But also as he sways back and forth and moves, a bunch of the pockets on the front of his vest jingle like they're full of coins as he's swaying back and forth as he's drinking. He's kind of, you see him like make eye contact with you, like he sees you. He's got his sights on you.
You sat down right next to him, and
Yeah.
you're realizing that this might have been a mistake.
Does he? I guess you gave off, despite being drunk, you do give off like a capable aura.
I mean, he does look like he does look fairly capable, and he does have a rather large weapon slung over his shoulder, a blunderbuss or boomstick in this world.
It's a
And now-
boomstick.
Now I'm picturing how powerful that would be against, I guess, like hordes of skeletal sailors.
Probably
That
very.
might-
Probably
Yeah,
very.
exactly.
Right. Right. He comes over you and he puts an arm
You're
around
right.
you.
You're right next to him.
All right. He still comes over.
Yeah.
He comes closer
it's a
somehow.
It's a dramatic lean from one extreme to the next as he just leans on you, puts an arm around you, sets a mug down in front of you.
Do you want to describe what he looks like? Because he's not a human.
Oh no, he is a, what do you call him?
A Surital.
Yes, a Sorital, the gypsy elves.
Gypsy trolls, you mean?
Gypsy trolls.
The sexy gypsy trolls.
Yes, the sexy gypsy trolls.
He's very. This is a very attractive troll man. You realize?
Yeah, he's
Very handsome.
all right.
He's
The handsomest troll.
the handsomest troll.
You in for some money?
Mine. Well,
I got
Yep.
top plan.
Top lamp.
Top plan. Alright. So there's pirates around, right?
I think there's pirates everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
other pirates nearby.
But and what do pirates have?
Pirate ships.
Yeah, almost. You got the first word?
Pirate booty.
Yeah, close enough. All right. So, what if we steal the pirate booty? Now, I got a map from a guy over there, and he starts rifling through his stuff, and he just kind of pulls out. It really appears to just be a couple of lines. You're not even sure if it's a map or
Like
a
an
scribble.
actual.
You're pretty sure it doesn't lead anywhere.
We already started that this morning, and bad things
Well,
have happened.
yesterday. You started
Yeah,
yesterday.
that's right.
Oh.
We already know of a location of treasure. What we're looking for is more of a way to get there.
And he kind of quickly puts the map away because he doesn't want you to steal it.
Yes.
You say treasure now.
Yes. Enough to fill a whole room. The legendary treasure of the pirate captain Vanderdecken. But yet,
Van and Decker.
yeah, Vandendecker. And there,
We're talking like a
Yes,
big
we
room
found
or
it.
small?
Well, I'm gonna say I'm gonna kind of whisper, loudly enough for him to hear. Those like we have found it. However, there has been complications on us getting back to it.
Okay. Are we talking like a latrine-sized room or like a like this sized room?
I'm talking. I'm gonna go with a little bit of exaggeration. I'm talking bigger than this tavern here.
That's a pretty big room.
Oh yes, it definitely was bigger than the tavern. Filled with
That's
gold and gems and jewels of all sizes, goblets and treasures.
all right. How do I know you're not lying to me? And as he's
Are
saying
you,
this,
are you guys gonna pull out a bit of the money that you did?
he's
You read my mind,
he amount.
and it should be I guess is it like old coinage?
There's some old coinage. You definitely got some gems. You probably have about, what did I say? You guys, between you guys, you
200,
had about 300
Yes, it was 300.
in like coins and gems and other
Piece.
various things.
Yeah, piece. But so I want to take out. I'll just take out a handful, and I'll show like a couple gems, but more importantly, like old coinage.
He's going to like kind of tentatively reach out and take a single coin, and he's inspecting it really closely, bringing it up to his eye.
Evan Quinn.
I'm
Sorry,
pretty
guys,
sure
go
this
on,
is a
go.
fake. And then he takes it and he bites it. Oh, no, that's real.
Leave the dent
Oh, this is
there.
real. Keep that treasure down. We don't want everyone seeing it.
Yeah, I'll pocket the rest, and
So you look like a reliable soul.
I get that a lot.
We need someplace to convert this into hard currency.
Well, actually, most people will. The
they'll just weigh it
And,
on the scale.
the old coinage might need to, but the gems, actually, people will actually just accept gems as currency. Like, in fact, a lot of people will actually just trade, like, carry around gems as opposed to coins because it takes up less space, and it's just as like it's more effective. It's like carrying around dollar bills as opposed to pennies.
Yes. So we need to convert the coinage into gold bars and ingots and gems.
Hmm.
Okay.
I
Or
think
just
I know
regular
why.
coins, but that's okay. Anyway, but yeah.
I think I know, guy.
Good,
But I'm gonna
good.
need to see some more. I'm gonna need to see more of this treasure first.
We have plenty of what we could take before we had to leave. And there's a good reason for why we had to leave. Because remember I mentioned the captain? Do you remember that name? Do you remember how old it is?
So
Well, he and his
Black
fleet
and Decker.
live once again
He's come back from the grave.
in a big way. Not just his corpse, but the corpse of his men and the corpse of all the ships that rode in his fleet.
Are you saying this in like a literal? A
They
literal
chased us
sense,
across
or-
the ocean.
Now
Okay,
you
but-
can see that we're crazy-eyed. We're not. We're speaking from like an experience and not like flowery.
I mean, like when you say raised back from dead, you mean like metaphorical, literal?
No, I'll slam my fist. Like literally, skeletons on ships. Like
Scallywags.
Skull. Okay.
Scallywag.
All right. Proper skeletons.
Abominations they are.
Not just. You're not just talking thin people, right? You mean like actual skeletons.
Yes, they stood up and they chased us. And they boarded their ships and their vessels chased us as well. We're just lucky that Captain Awen's ship was so fast.
You know what? Fuck it, I'm in.
I kind of just look at Lore and like raise an eyebrow and say, "Well, that was easy." Then again, it doesn't take much when you mention the word treasure to a pirate.
You
Not much
might
at
have
all.
to run some of this down. Like, give me like 4 hours. You might have to run most of this past me again.
Very well. Welcome to the crew of the Buxom Bride. I'll extend a hand.
Yeah, yeah. What's your name?
Emmerich. Yeah, Emmerich.
Emmerich.
Emmerich Meyer.
That's how I'm just gonna spell it. There we go. Emmerich Meyer. Well, welcome aboard. Makes 4. 2, 3.
Well, you only got like 4 people
and one other.
on like the whole ship.
Well, think of it this way. What we need is speed, and less of us means bigger share for you.
I agree. That makes sense.
Best way I could spin that.
And we can do other piratey things too.
But
There's many options.
yes.
Skullduggery. Scallywaggery.
And of course drinking.
Scullywaggery.
You're talking my language.
Excellent. Emmerich has joined the party.
Emmerich has.
All right.
Emmerich has joined the party.
So I guess we'll spend a little bit of time trying to convert the money into money, spending money. Make introductions to the other crew member that was on the ship.
Miss
And
Amara.
Miss Amara, and I will ask Emmerich, how good are you with that apparatus? I point to the blunderbuss.
I reckon I'm pretty good. No complaints. Well, nobody's been around to file him.
Very well. If we can line them up for you, it'll be your job to take down as many as we can, or as you can. We'll be relying much on you, and that. I'm impressed by that thing because we need guns, we need swords, we need everything. I'm Rick Martin. There we go. Excellent.
Well, I don't know about swords, but really guns. I have this. That's about it.
Good.
But
Let us worry about everything else. As long as we can line them up for you, I think we'll be good.
I reckon, yeah, sir.
All right. So crew is formed. What else? What else do we need to do while we're here? Lore, do you have anything you need to buy? I'm set. I don't need anything other than we need to possibly listen around and see if anyone else has either rumors or have spoken of running into strange ships. Even though it's only been a day.
I am a little low on some of the stuff that I get to do my craft.
What is it that you intend to craft then? Perhaps I will contribute as well.
Well, I want to make it a light.
You know, make a light?
Yes, we had problems.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we
days.
did.
It was dark.
Yeah, and I did lose. I have one torch left because I use it. So a light is good. I will contribute half of what you need to that. So let me know when you
sure
figure
where
out.
in this town to go or how much that would cost.
Let me see. I do have. Let me look. Connections with mercantile connections. That's perfect. Let me see if I can roll that. Let's see. What do I have in mercantile connections? One rank. Was that what was it? 1d10. I need to roll their Enix.
What are you rolling for?
Mercantile connections. I want to see if we can find crafting materials for lore over here.
Is that power?
Yes, I do have it as a power. Assistance with trading and economy. I told you I took captainy stuff. Haha. I needed it.
What is the power called?
Connections.
Okay.
It's page 88.
Speaking of which, at some point we need to do. Maybe we'll do this like after, like in between this session and next. But we need to give you guys comrades. So comrades basically are. Everyone essentially gets a contact. That can be really anything. Yeah, you get a comrade that's basically you set how loyal they are to you, how much power they have, and how available they are to you, how much access you have to them. But yeah, we'll get to that probably another like in between. Okay, so mercantile. He uses influence score to gain information when accessing.
Influence.
It can take hours to days to get information back once the power has been tapped. Regarding trading and economy. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I only have one rank in it because that's it.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can't get it till second rank till level 4.
Yep.
How big is our ship? Do we each have our own cabin?
You just have a sloop.
Yep.
It's a
Can
small
fit.
ship.
Yeah, I can fit 12.
It can carry some cargo. So basically, here's how I'm going to start. I'm going to do things. I'll explain how we'll do some trade probably either sometime during this session or next session, depending on how things go, because I still plan for you guys to sort of like start probably getting some information while you're here on what the fuck you just did with unleashing this guy, and maybe look for ways to stop him. But yeah, so you're using your mercantile connections for what?
To look for appropriate crafting materials for lore, and yeah, and one that will take our coin. There's I put in the group chat. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, basically little bitty like that. I'm starting out, Captain.
Yeah, I think that's about the size of a sloop.
Yep, but I got a ship, damn it.
Yeah. So, yeah, you do have a. What's your influence?
1.
Okay, yeah, you have a. Roll me 1d10. Roll me your influence plus your charisma.
All right. And so that's 2d10. All right.
So that'll be 2d10, and you take the highest.
All right.
Oh, and Windows has decided that the system I have my character sheet on needs an update.
Oh.
2d10.
Oh no.
Damn. 3.
Okay, yeah, you don't really nobody in this particular port. You don't have your connections. You have a few connections, but they're not in port. At least not in this port, sadly.
Nah, that's fine. I was worth a shot. But so no luck finding any crafting materials at all.
No, you just don't have any contacts here. You guys can go to the market.
Yeah, we'll just go to
there
market.
might be people here who have them.
All right, do that then after I wasted like a couple hours.
They're like, damn, my buddies aren't here. Oh well.
Everyone's elsewhere.
Okay, so yeah, the marketplace here is kind of sparse. It's mostly just sort of like trade goods. Like here, nothing really specific in sort of like exotic goods.
Grain
Which
and
which
shit.
kind of makes sense if you want more like if you want more like magical skills, you might want to go more towards the Sylvan realms, or you'd have to go further like much closer to the mainland. Like you're sort of like reaching the outskirts of the sort of main islands
Oh, that's
here.
perfect.
You're sort of reaching the outskirts of the main islands here. There was a chance that you might find some, but it's a little bit lower out here. Definitely, if you really need like the good crafting shit, best place to go look would be towards the Hand Islands, or sort of down here over in the let me sort of down over here in these areas. You might find people with more magical materials.
Alright. So, what materials do you need there, lore and storyteller?
Just basic stuff so that I can work on stuff while we. For now, until I, have more assurances and specifically what I need.
Alright. If we can figure out the price, I will give you half, because this is essential to the mission. I'll help pay. We need light sources, goddammit.
Just go buy some torches, boys.
No, we have torches, but he wants to make like a...
like an electrical one.
Yeah. That's fascinating. And of course I'll help a crew member do such a thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and
he's good. You're good on ammo and other things.
yeah, I'm good on all that.
All right. Yeah, because he's starting out. All right.
Okay. So what are you guys gonna do now? Like, again, you guys don't really know much about the Flying Dutchman. You know a little bit about
Yeah, that's true.
You know a little bit about the legend, but you don't really know much about but you don't really know much about it, and you're starting to feel like, maybe we should know more. Also, maybe about like more details about how he was sealed away, about how why
sealed away is a good idea.
What he did, all that good stuff is probably important.
Lore, if he was sealed away originally, it must have been some kind of magical effect. Might you have a theory on what it could have been?
I definitely some type of necromancy allowed him to preserve his essence, and then the Tobias came in and offered his life force to, which allowed him to rise, and he brought the rest of the skeletons back. I don't specifically have any knowledge or experience with necromancy itself. My magical talents lie in other areas.
So nothing that could no other fields of magic could perhaps reverse the process and trap him in his form. I will admit that I have absolutely no idea how we're going about this. Other than seeking men and cannons.
Research.
Yep.
Yeah.
Research montage.
Yep. Hey, so Steven,
Yes.
what would I roll to see if I knew anything about that?
A history.
Oh, right. So as a storyteller, I believe you actually have the general knowledge power or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I only know overheard legend stuff, but I think he's gonna know for sure, like a little more.
Yep.
Can you check that? Can you check that? What it's called there?
It's obscure knowledge on page 99. It's +2 to magic and monsters.
Cool.
To knowing about them, I guess.
Obscure.
And he is both magic and monster. Haha.
Hang on, sorry, we're trying to get there.
Oh, you're good.
It's all good.
Because it's not 99. You lied to me, Evan. How could you do this?
99 on the PDF.
Yeah, no, it's 95 on the oh, well, fuck. The PDF is weird for me.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So, for each rank, you reduce the check values by 2 for either of the following topics. Okay. So you went with magic and monsters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
How convenient.
Well, you can know about how his stuff worked, but you won't know his story, per se. Like what went on with him.
I mean, I could deal with that.
Okay. So yeah, make me a, I guess, is there what skills do you have under your int?
I got awareness, mind, and spirit.
I think this would be a mind one.
All right, and then I just add. What is it? Okay, so how do I roll in this system again?
Okay, so the way you roll is you take you take the thing that I ask you to roll, so in this case mind, and add in the relevant heroic trait, which in this case would be the intellect, I think. It's the one at the top.
Yep. And so it's a number of what, d10s equal to the skill?
To the combined to the combination of intellect and mind. So intellect plus mind, roll that many d10s and take the highest. You can also, if you want to boost the roll, you can also hold a number of d10s, as many d10s as you like, for a flat bonus equal to the number of d10s you held.
Alright.
And if you roll multiple 10s, then you get bonus as well.
Yep, and that's 7 with the check subtracted by 2.
Okay. Okay. So you know a bit about this. You think, like, after they tell you more of the details of what happened with them, you think, okay, so this guy is probably some sort of weird undead thing, probably working some necromancy or something. You think that maybe what happened and how he awakened was he was in a sort of put into a dormant state. You're not sure how, because you don't really know much more about the story. And was kept in a dormant state through some sort of magic. But Amara touching his amulet allowed him to, allowed it to, sort of like her ambient mana sort of kick-started the thing, allowing it to rejuvenate him enough for him to at least get up and then drain the guy, which allowed him to get enough mana to start doing things again.
So it was a necklace, right?
Yeah.
Greenstone, and we have the symbol. Can we research that?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, at this point in the researching, Emmerich he's looking kind of frustrated and grumpy as he's beginning to come down.
Quick, I'm drunk again.
So is that something I can roll? My magical talents to try and figure out the symbol or the necklace power.
Say again?
Is that something like, can I roll my spellcrafter powers to see if I know more or if I can find more about the necklace?
Ooh.
Sure.
It's all coming together. Well, at least more than I could do alone.
Help me, Sensei. What do I roll?
Well, what do you? So I
I
guess it might be
have.
mind. Probably mind.
Okay, so mind and intellect. All right, I rolled 2 out of my 4, and I held 2 for 2 points of.
Okay, so you got an 11. Okay, so yeah, doing some research, you do stumble across a picture of the amulet and it with uh, cross-referencing it with some other magical texts. You find that it's probably a sort of magically created item that's probably serves a dual purpose of acting as a sort of magical augment that allows this guy to, cast his spells in a more powerful manner, more powerful than they normally would be able to, as well as acting as a sort of like rejuvenation thing. If is As long as it can get mana, then it can re-kickstart him. It usually has some sort of limitation on it that if you can it usually sort of acts like a kickstart thing to get him back on his feet, but usually there is a way to it usually requires some sort of sacrifice in order to create it. So if you can destroy whatever it's sort of like a lich's phylactery in a way, but that's not the thing that's holding his soul. There's something else. You're not sure what.
So we need to find the Horcrux.
You need to basically find what he used to essentially keep himself make himself undeadish. That allows this thing to keep working.
We need to find his phylactery.
Or phylacteries, you're not sure, because sometimes it can be multiple things.
Or his glasses.
His glasses. We need to find his glasses. I think he's just really mad that he can't read his book because he lost his reading glasses.
All right. So much research. I guess y'all share what you know. Hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, I see that's what we need, but even just getting to the captain himself is quite a task. One that will require use of blunderbuss and cannons and many swords. You let me take care of that. Yes, and magic.
The magic. Magic is important.
Don't forget about my magic, guys.
You let me worry about the financing and the ships, and I'll put everything I can towards it. And I'll try my best to also help along with any items that you require. I kind of cross my arms and turn around. I was like, I feel that in a sense we have some responsibility for what happened, but at least at the end of this tunnel there's some treasure. You saw it, Lore.
Yeah. I think that perhaps we should find something to tide us over for now. I mean, 300 gold, we're going to burn through that.
Yes.
We could travel east and take note and message along the way to the different pirate holds.
That's true.
And maybe we can find a target to help increase our purses on the way. We are after our pirates.
That's true. We do need to take the opportunity to raid or capture as much as we can to build ourselves up. It's a good plan. Well, knowing what little we know, I'm sure we can take care of that if we and learn more if we throw more and more money and men at the problem. Shall we set sail then?
Mr. Myers, you ready to bring your things on board?
Yeah, I've got it all.
He's still drinking.
At this point, he just appears to be starting to feel the effects of a hangover.
Oh dear. Oh no.
We need to get him another drink before we load him up. How long will we say? I guess we need to figure out what our goal is, so we can get supplies to take us that way. Directly to the east is the Orcus. They're a mighty breed. You think they're willing to listen?
Can't hurt but to try.
Has anyone had any contact with them before?
What stereotypes would I know about the Orcus?
They're pretty, like, they're the main, like, pirate problem in these areas. They will definitely, like, they'll take your, they are usually the ones who, like, attack merchant ships in the area and take all the shit. The Alternair Empire has been trying to crack down on them.
We can go out there.
But they're not necessarily even friendly to you. Might not necessarily be even friendly to you guys. Who knows? It's kind of
fancy getting our shit stolen. Yeah. We can head out there.
Yeah. So okay. There's either that or we can search for easy targets, which would be more up our alley. Because of the size and speed of the ship. We can perhaps.
Well, either way, we should be able to outrun anything that's too powerful for us, and we can catch up to anything that is a good target.
It's true.
Good to stay mobile.
Then let us perhaps maybe get a ship worthy of our cause. If we do, if that captain has a fleet, then it's time we build up our own. So instead of easy targets, maybe we should go up against other pirates.
Do you guys even have a cannon?
We don't have a cannon. That we need to like immediately like get
cannon.
on board.
That's the thing.
We need to get on board. Yeah.
I want to build a cannon. I need parts.
We just need to drift up to the ship, and I'll jump aboard.
Yeah, he is the cannon. But well, yeah, you said it's mostly trade goods here, huh? No.
Okay, so that brings us to trade. I will explain how trade works. Basically, the way that trade is going to work in this game is basically your ship is going to have a number of what I'm going to call cargo slots, and various goods will take up a certain number. Like, basically, a certain number of units of a good will take up one slot, and then you'll have to pay for them at any given port that you load up on and buy them. But if you can get them to another port, then values will either go up or down. Basically, what you want to do is you want to buy them, when they're low, sell them when they're high, when they're in demand. In various ports where they're in demand. You can also look around. You can also sort of like ask around about rumors about any ports that might have high demand or lower demand, depending on what you want to do. And that will, because like basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a roll anytime you reach a given port, and that will determine how much more or less that the market value than the standard market value that the good is going for in that port, and you can sell it for that. You can either buy it for that much or sell it for that much. And rumors will modify that roll based on either it being in people saying they're in high demand or low demand. Sometimes they'll even say that it's banned, which means that it is in extremely high demand, but you're gonna have to smuggle it in.
And this is a blockade runner, I guess.
Let's buy some goods.
Buy some goods, and Okay. Well, for sure we need whatever, food
Okay,
and whatnot
I'll need
for
to.
ourselves.
Okay, I'll need to figure out some costs of goods off the top of my head real quick. Um, I'll need to like, I haven't quite drafted up the list yet, but I'll give you a few basic ones that I was gonna do. So you can pick up. So like in this port right now, you can get cotton and wood and lumber. Both of those are pretty bulk goods that are relatively cheap. You can fit about 10 units of cotton per cargo space. Your ship has 10 cargo spaces. We're gonna start there. You can fit about 10 units of cotton per cargo space. You can fit about no, actually make it 20. 20 units of cotton, about 10 units of lumber per cargo space.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna say that wood's base value is about 20 gold per unit, and cotton's is about 10 per unit.
Let me see.
So someone could write that down for me, so that I can start getting a list together. Because I'm gonna start getting more stuff as I go. Probably gonna include things like sugar and rum. I'll figure out prices for everything as I go. But that'll include things like sugar, rum, incense, like textiles. You know, metal, other things like that.
Okay.
All various trade goods, and you can basically do some merchanting if that's how you want to make money. And also, you can always, if you want, you can always attack other merchants and take their cargo to
Yeah,
sell
we'll
yourself.
need to keep some spaces that way.
Maybe.
I mean, we could travel lightest and just loot the shit out of someone, and maybe. I mean, my plan was that we take another ship, whole another ship, increase our fucking fleet by 2, or by another 1, and become a ship of 2.
Do we?
I also think it would be beneficial to us to take some jobs for other people.
You might want to take some jobs as well. Jobs are a good way to
jobs are.
Because let's put it this way: a small cannon, like a swivel gun.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 460 gold for one.
So yeah, mission 1: get job to buy cannon. Got it.
Standard cannon is 2,200, and a great cannon is 5,400.
Yeah, we need gun money.
Well, let's get a job. Where can we get a job here?
Yeah, let's get a job. That's a good plan.
Okay. So looking for jobs. You guys, as you guys are like sort of setting back to sort of like start looking for jobs, you actually see a commotion happening in the square, or happening off to sort of like near one of the buildings.
I will investigate.
Go for it.
So you see like a group of some Ultraneer guardsmen, or like, I don't even know, soldiers. They seem to be like setting up to execute some, like just like on the spot execute some of your piratey looking brethren. What are you guys gonna do? There's about 4 guards there, and there's about 5 guards. There's 3 pirates.
How do I know they're pirates?
They got that look about them.
Do I know any of them?
You can see the bandana you can see the pirate bandanas. And they sort of got that sailor look. They've got the pirate bandanas. Their clothes are kind of raggedy.
What color is the bandana? Because that matters.
It's red. That's how you
we're
know.
Blue. We gotta fight now. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a crip. Captain, I think we should intervene here and get our friend, the I can cover us with a heavy fog, and we can try and disrupt this.
Hmm. Well, let's put that boomstick, as they say, to use.
Okay. So,
See what it can do.
so you guys are just gonna like run in and attack to try and save your pirate buddies.
Uh, hmm. How many of them
possibly,
again?
possibly recruit them to your crew.
Yeah. How many of the enemy are there again?
There's five guys, and there's 3 pirate guys.
Okay. Shock and awe. I was gonna like announce ourselves, but I say we just immediately unload.
Just
So he
just go for the.
Yeah, I'll run after he Merrick makes a first shot. We'll call the warning shot. I will rush in.
Okay.
I'll cast charged javelin, and just throw the charged javelin in at one of the soldiers.
Oh my god! Both of y'all just unload, and then I'll run in. That sounds great.
You say warning shot or regular shot?
No, I'll call it the warning shot technique, where you shoot someone in the chest as a warning to the others.
All right. How many of them can I get into one cone?
How big's the cone?
I forget.
You might want to look into that, but because you could probably get a good few of them. They're sort of standing in sort of like an arc around the guys. They've got some handguns pointed at them, sort of execution style.
Are they in a 30-foot radius?
A 30-foot. Yeah. Why?
I've got several different. I could just, like I said earlier, I could just drop heavy fog on them, and it's a dense fog that they can't see.
But we can't either, correct?
Correct.
Damn. Oh yeah, it's fog.
So the thing is a 25-foot cone.
Oh yeah, you could probably actually get all of them.
Holy
as long as nobody runs in too fast, you could probably get them all.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So you want to take your blast first, and then wait, and then have everybody else run in.
Yep, and I'm gonna elemental fury and make sure there's 50 copper in the gun.
Okay.
All right.
So this is sort of the this is going to be sort of like the ambush round. You guys can each can make an attack, and then we'll roll initiative.
Excellent.
All right, I'll use the charged javelin.
And how much is the? How do I roll for combat? Same way I rolled for the other one. So, combat.
So yeah, you roll combat plus. In this case, I believe it's dexterity.
Combat plus dexterity. Is that reaction?
Reaction, yeah, that's what it is.
Alright, and then how much of a bonus do I get for giving up die?
It's one per die.
Every die you give up is a +1 to the final
Alright,
result.
I'm gonna give up 2 die.
Okay. Nice. That's a 12.
It's a 10.
And then what is it? Damage is. That's a lot. Oh,
So they weren't expecting. So they weren't expecting this. So I'm gonna actually give you a crit on that.
Excellent.
And what does a
Great
crit do
idea.
here? What does a crit do here?
So a crit. Just roll damage first, and then I'll tell you what it does because I believe it. I believe it actually gives you like a special effect, as opposed to bonus damage.
The damage is a number of die, right?
Yeah. So for your gun, it is. Basically, you roll a number of d10s listed on a thing, I think, and you get +1 if you have Deadeye. And each D10 that gets over their armor that rolls over their armor because you have to penetrate armor. Every single die that rolls above their armor is a point of damage.
And also, I remember I'm using Elemental Fury.
Yeah, so you get to ignore their armor, meaning that they just use their toughness, which is gross. It's just gross. So go ahead and roll that, and every 10 also counts as 2 damage.
All right, and what's their toughness? 5.
5.
All right, I have to meet or beat, or I have to beat.
I believe it's. I think it's meet or beat.
All right. So
no, actually, I think it's beat. I think it's beat.
And that's 3 of them.
Okay, yeah.
So it's 3 damage to all of them. Nice. So they are now very alert, but Quinn and Laura, you both get attacks.
Hey, I'm gonna change up. I'm gonna do Gale Force,
Okay.
which is a strong gust of wind. It's a 50-foot cone, and it knocks the targets off their feet and throws them back 5 foot, which causes 1 wound.
Which causes 1 wound.
Yeah, and if they hit a solid object, 2 wounds are caused.
All right, so you're trying to blow them into the wall or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to knock them back. The same cone that he used.
Do they get a save against that?
Let me get back to the pin.
Shock and awe.
It requires
Perfect.
a strength check. Let's see. Endurance negates the knockdown, and there's a save too. Strength enables them to stand back up after they've been knocked out.
Okay, so I think you need to roll your.
Oh yeah, Steven. How many actions is shooting?
The first shot is just 1.
All right, then I'm gonna use the rest of my actions to reload.
Okay.
Yes. What do I roll?
So, I think you need to roll your your spell, your casting, to
Okay,
see what
so
they
I'm
need to save against.
4 in air magic.
Well, no, it's your mind plus your casting drive is your mind plus intellect.
All right, so that would be 4 die. I'll do the same thing. I roll 2 and keep 2.
Okay, so yeah, they managed to not take damage, and they also managed to stand back up.
So this spell does last for 2 rounds, so I'll have 1 more round after.
Okay. Okay, so next up, so now Quinn, your turn.
All right, I will take this opportunity to. So, what is it to draw my Ransor?
No, you can just have it drawn.
I could just. I'll have it drawn and rush in, and I'll just. I'll pick one that's on the ground and just implant my weapon in him.
Okay.
Oh shit! So let's see. 3. Was it combat and brawn? This would be 3d10. Oop, slash R. Damn it. And the 2 7s beat the toughness.
Yes. That
Excellent.
also beats their armor, I believe. So yeah, you're fine.
Oh, that's right, and their armor. All right. So after I plant it, I will
Actually,
shout.
no, actually, wait. No. So they
No,
they first actually need to dodge. So
Okay.
then you roll to see if you beat their toughness. Okay. So they don't. You hit them. Now roll to penetrate armor. That's what it is.
And I guess is that based on the weapon's damage?
Yes.
Like a 3? Okay. I guess it's just 3d10 again.
Well, no. You
Oh.
it's strength.
Okay. Strength is also a 3 on that weapon.
Strength plus brawn, and then the damage is just what you do if you penetrate.
Okay.
Straight up.
Okay. Strength plus brawn again. All right. Looks like 1 penetrates.
Okay, so I
no,
found
one
I found the
penetrates, 1
I found the crits. Oh, critical damage causes +2 wounds in addition to the automatic weapon damage.
Ooh. Don't tell me he just blasted them all.
Oh. So, actually, Evan actually blasted them all.
I'm gonna say
First
Evan
shot.
blasts them all, and then I guess Lore shoots all their corpses up against the wall.
Yeah, pretty much. And in addition to that, Evan caused cruel damage, meaning that the hit strikes deep into the body and causes an additional 2 wounds. So if they weren't dead from the crit damage, they sure are dead now.
Nice.
So you just sort of just went, you were just like, sup, fuckers. Poof. Just blasted them all to pieces.
Well, I'll still run in and stab the ground.
You're like,
and
stab. Take that,
So,
dead corpse. I did something.
and just loudly declare, I was like, haha! Looks like you folks were saved by Captain Awen Silverscale and his magnificent crew.
Screw. You're like, oh,
Now,
mate.
what? Yeah, what
like,
say you?
You're like, oh, mate, that's good. Thanks for saving us. Captain Awen, is it? I'm with you. And then they just sort of like shake your hand and they make their way off to get out of the vicinity of the dead corpses.
A lot of dead corpses.
A lot of dead corpses.
You can kind of see Emmerich he reaches into one of the pockets full of coins, just takes out a handful of like an absurd amount of copper coins that he has in there and just stuffs them into the side of his gun.
That's the first time I've seen this. This is very interesting. I'll walk up to Emmerich and is like, is that what you shoot? Currency?
Aye.
You're madder than I thought. I'm glad to have you aboard.
Oh.
If you can do that against fleets of skeletons, I don't imagine we'll have any problem.
I reckon not.
Okay. So, okay. I might call it there because I wasn't really. I thought that it was honestly going to take a little bit longer for research and shit, and we were going to do more stuff around town. But I need to think of some side quests for you guys, some like jobs for you guys to take.
Well, now we learned that the blunderbuss is a fucking magnificent weapon.
The thunderbuss is terrifying, and that wasn't even a very high damage roll.
And the magic too. What was that? You said 50 feet? 50. Is it a radius? Area?
Cone. It's a cone. 50 foot
Oh, okay,
cone.
50-foot cone. That's still fucking nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just blows them back.
God damn, yeah, that's great. We gotta start blowing people off of ships with that shit.
And blowing ships over.
Yeah.
Or just blowing your ship to get speed.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Wow.
Blowing
Oh, yeah, dude, we're set.
So yeah, so we will pick up next week with actual side quests and hopefully with the full party here, so we can get this pirate tale underway. I was a little unprepared, honestly, because I had a busy week. I was a little busy. I was busy this weekend with a con, and I got back to work, and my legs.
Wait, what con? What con did you do?
Slippery Rock Con. It's a small local con. It was really fun.
Oh, that's still kick ass.
Yeah.
With the name out there.
And my legs are fucking killing me.
This was the second session, right? Yeah.
That was the second session. So, but I hope you guys had a good time, and now we've sort of gotten our first taste of combat, so that's good. Evan's back in. Evan's in. We got our Thunderbus here.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to proper pirating, and I'll have pretty much have everything else ready to go, including the full list of goods to trade and some side quests to do and all that good stuff. We'll be ready to go next time. All right, so I guess we'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Age Past Upon the Dread Sea. See y'all later. Thanks.
Yarr. Yarr. All right.